In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I made $138 today. Not a huge green day, but I scrapped it out. I was actually down over $300 at one point and ended the day green. So we'll talk about how I dug back. I think I managed my losing trades really well today. So hopefully you'll learn from that as well. Before we get into that, I want to let you know next week, I will have tickets available to our next seminar coming up in May. This is a Futures Bootcamp. It's going to be myself, Evan, as you know, Joey Morgan, Tanner Owens, the strong trader, Zach Boyajian, and Isaac Rivera. So we've got 4 guest speakers plus myself and Evan that'll be at this event. We're going to do it at the Current Hotel in Tampa. It's a brand new hotel. It's really nice, as you can see. Got the pool, got the beach. More importantly, has a beautiful seminar room for us to fill with 40 people. So the plan is on Monday, we'll open ticket sales to ASFX people. And then after Monday, if we have any ticket sales left, because Joey will push to his people, Isaac will push to his people, Tanner, same thing, Zach, same thing. If we have any left, tickets will go available to the general public on Friday, and then I'll make a link available for you guys on YouTube. But this is one of the things about being a member with us. You're going to get priority access to stuff like this, our networking events, our seminars, our boot camps, all that stuff. So ASFX TV members, Black Shirt Club members, they have first priority access. In fact, I think 5, maybe 6 Black Shirt Club members signed up today. So let's talk about these trades. First thing we'll do is let's go over the first one. I was down 222 on this. Now, I've got the trading view pulled up here. You can see all my execution arrows. I'll walk you through it here, and then I'll show you the markups with the notes on it. So that way you can grab some of those notes if you want to save them. I know some of you like to save my screenshots. So overnight bullish, you can see on the 15-minute chart here, above yesterday's New York VWAP, trending above the overnight VWAP. So this morning, pre-market, which you know I've been trying some pre-market trades again this past week, I was long here off the breakthrough and we could call it a bounce back, the comeback through that overnight VWAP. I got long right here at about 86. That long had a stop loss at the previous day's opening range low underneath that New York VWAP, which is at about 71. So I had a decent stop loss in. Big stop loss, small position, nothing too crazy here. About 16 points on the stop there because I knew it might need to retest that previous day VWAP. Now, the worst thing about this is I actually closed some down here. Knowing that it can retest that level, I still get shaken out of the trade and bail. I'll blame it on not being at the desk and being with my son in the morning and not being able to focus fully. But in reality, it's just me not being perfect. So I close some of the trade there. Then as we bounce, I add back in here. You can see the blue arrow there. So I add back into the trade. I'm at full risk. We go into the 8:30 news. It shakes, doesn't do too much. I end up closing some of the trade in profit now here at 60.90. We come off the 60.90. I close the rest of it right here before market open. Had I held, that entry price would have been beautiful at 86, 85 area off the overnight VWAP into market open. Market jumps here before the open, retests that VWAP at the open, and then goes. That's the move I wanted all the way into the 6100, 6110 area. So here's the first long. Here's the notes if you want to save this and screenshot it, but I just walked you through all of that. So that was the first trade. Big stop. Managed to squeak out just a $200 loss. So basically break even. Then I take this trade after the pop. I missed this move here where I could have been long on the New York VWAP here or here or here, right? Or in this retest here. That was where he wanted it. I didn't act on that. Missed it. So I waited. Sellers take control. Delta goes negative. It comes back to previous day VWAP, and on the bounce back through, notice how I don't just buy it on red candles. I wait for it to start to turn. On the turn, I get in with a 10-point stop, and I scalped it to opening range low right here for a win that brought me positive on the day. So I was down 200 going into this trade, now positive $60 on the day from that. And then the third trade was this one. We move lower after my long trade. So I make the money long. You can see it on the left side. I get out of that trade. Makes another new low a day. We pull back to New York VWAP. So I'm short because basically the entire New York session, we've been under that VWAP. So I'm thinking, okay, if we bounce lower here, I'm going to make some money. So I go in with a 13-point stop near opening range high, instantly take drawdown, which sucked. But then it comes back. I start to close the trade here in profit, and then I get tapped at break even on the rest of it right here. I start to piece out of this trade because my winning trades don't usually look like that. My winning trades don't usually go into drawdown right after the entry. And you can see the execution arrows here if I zoom in a little more. So you can see short, close, close, close 3 times right there. So as we start to come down, I'm just minusing my risk, mitigating my risk. Now, the shorts here work. I make some money, fine. The longs here work. But in reality, what I should have been doing today was short here on the break and retest of opening range low after my long trade here. So this was a break and retest of opening range low. Yes, previous day VWAP is in your way, but that's a great looking trade with a really nice stop loss above New York VWAP where you would not want to be short anymore. So I like that. And then this one, this is the morning trade that I could have been in. It actually sat here at 94 as well on stream on ASFX TV. I said, if you're in at 95, 96, you're late. But if you're in at 94, even 92, 93 on the New York VWAP retest, you know the stop should go at opening range low and you're trading the first breakout of the range. That first breakout doesn't usually run. And today it did not. First break of opening range did not run. However, later in the day, and this is the final thing I'll show you, we break again, New York VWAP here. So you could even look for longs there with the stop at structure, because if it takes that VWAP and the previous day VWAP, you don't want it. So you could be long at 84 with the stop at 72 or 70. That's a play. Or throw a high day VWAP on this structure here, and you could be long in here as we move off of 6,100 this afternoon. That was the trade this afternoon. Zach called that on kill zone. They were long in kill zone from 1 o'clock into that. So I think last thing, looking at all of my entries today, if you just box off my first entry price here in green, you can see that that price pre-market pays for longs. It's a really good price for longs here. Here, not so much. Longs work better from lower prices. But as the morning goes on, what ends up happening, if we box off the winning trade here off previous day VWAP, now we find the price. So the price today to be long was not overnight VWAP or opening range low. The price today to be long was previous day VWAP, the blue VWAP. Now, our Lux Algo indicator will automate all the VWAPs for you. You can go to luxalgo.com/ASFX and you can get that indicator, which will put this previous day VWAP and today's New York VWAP on the screen for you. And that helps. But that's what I talk about when I say what price pays. You make money long here. You can see that trade. Cool. Next time we come back through that 75, 76 price level, I'm looking at the price on the right side here, I'll look for longs. You come back through here, longs work, right? You come back, not here, you're coming down here. You're not buying it there. As you come back through, that's where then you're looking for longs. So 3 times, longs here, longs here, longs here. Each time it comes back through, not on the way down like this or this, on the way back through, that price of previous day VWAP, 75, 76, 60, 75, 60, 76, that's the price that paid today. So when we go back and say, where was the trades of the day? I think to the long side, because we are finishing bullish, well, except for right now, a little bit of a sell-off. Oh, Trump just said, I announce Canada and Mexico tariffs because of fentanyl. So that's tanking right now because of Trump talking. But the point I'm trying to make is previous day VWAP is normally the last stand that buyers will make. If we're underneath that, and we're underneath today's New York and yesterday's New York, sellers are in control. So that's the last place you'll look for really good buys usually as a day trader. Hopefully this video helps. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on stream. We'll show you how all this happens live. We'll call trades, we'll learn, we'll have some fun, we'll talk some shit, and we'll make some money together. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you on stream.